Greetings, people. Greetings, people. I hope everybody is having a great new year. 2020 is in full effect. I didn't want to go live so early, or I didn't want to go live today, but got up, started moving around, cleaning around. It's a little messy back there, so excuse me. But I just want to talk real quick about Cinnamon Saul Canelo Alvarez. I was gonna do a video, but I ain't got no member on my video. But let's go and get right into it about Cinnamon Saul Canelo Alvarez. First, I got a question just for everybody. Nobody still answers this question for me. What fight made Canelo Alvarez a Mexican superstar? Now, I understand that unlike other races, unlike my race of people, I ain't gonna say race, unlike my grouping of people, other groupings of people get behind their people. For instance, like Canelo Alvarez, all Mexicans love Canelo Alvarez. So I can understand why the Mexican people love Canelo Alvarez. I'm just trying to figure out why everybody thinks he's a superstar. What fight in particular made him a superstar? I never figured that out. Now, like I said, I can understand why the Mexicans like him. I can understand why people say, well, he's a good fighter. But what fight made him that dude? Now, I understand that the zone he making $30 million a fight. Why he making $30 million a fight? Because people come out to see him. Who come out to see him? The Mexican people come out to see him. So the Mexicans support him. That's why he get that money. But I'm just trying to figure out what made everybody else, what made him a boxing superstar to everybody else. I'm just trying to figure out. Now I went down his box rec. I looked at his resume. I watched a lot of his fights. Like I said, damn good fighter. But I'm just trying to figure out what made him a superstar. Is it the fans, the people that come out to see him, or is it the fights? What makes you a superstar? Because I thought that once you had those marquee fights and won those marquee fights, then you become a superstar. That's what I thought. I thought that's how boxing worked. But now it's not like that. Now it's a popularity contest. Now it's all about how many butts you can put in the stands. That's why people go around saying Gervonta Tank Davis is a great fighter. He's not a great fighter. His best win against Jose Pedraza. That's a fact. Jose Pedraza. And then he just beat a 38-year-old Gamboa with a torn Achilles. Come on now. Those his best two wins. Those his best two wins. Ain't fought Lomo. Ain't go fight Lomo. Didn't want to fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Didn't want to fight Tevin Farmer. Now we see why he want to fight Tevin Farmer. We see why he want to fight Gary Russell Jr. He's not going to fight Teofimo Lopez. That's not going to happen. And he damn sure not going to fight Devin Haney. And it's funny that Devin Haney, who was younger, wanted to fight Lomo. But Tank don't want to fight Lomo, even though Lomo calling Tank out. But that's neither here nor there. We own Cinnamon, Canelo Alvarez. Like I said, what fight made him a superstar to everybody else? What fight made him a superstar to everybody else? Now, there's plenty of fighters that got skills. There's plenty of fighters say, oh, this dude like he can do this, X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. You can do that against bums. But what elite fight have you had to make everybody say you that guy? I mean, we can go down a list real quick. His first title fight against Matthew Hatton. People don't even know who the fuck Matthew Hatton was. Matthew Hatton was a welterweight that fought Canelo at a catchweight for the super welterweight title. That's who we fought. I know, right? Was it when he fought Austin Trout in his first unification? Austin Trout. Did that make him a Mexican superstar? Did that make him a boxing superstar? Because, like I said, the Mexicans gonna support the Mexicans. Can't fault them for that. I'm just trying to figure out why everybody else says he's a superstar. Was it Austin Trout? So did Austin Trout make him a superstar? If that's the case, why isn't Jamal Charlo a superstar? Because Jamal Charlo did beat that same Austin Trout. But I digress. I know it couldn't have been when he got his ass whooped by Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather dominated him. It wasn't even a good fight. It was a good fight if you're a Floyd Mayweather fan. It was a boxing clinic. But if you're a Canelo Alvarez fan, if you was his girlfriend and wife on the side, a mother on the side, no, you were like, God damn. They lucky Floyd didn't have power at 154. Because if Floyd had power at 154, like he did at 130, 140, oh my God. They would have stopped that fight. So it couldn't have been the Floyd fight. So what about who fight Floyd? Alfredo Angulo? Was it Angulo that made him a superstar? Couldn't have been Angulo, because Angulo got knocked out by Lara before he fought Canelo. So y'all, I know what I'm talking about. This for you Canelo fanboys. They're just gonna try to say, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to figure out, can you help me, please? I'm just a boxing casual. I'm not an aficionado. I'm a casual. I can click on Google and go to BoxRec and look at your fights. And I can go to YouTube and I can watch those fights. So from what I saw, I'm trying to figure out what made him a superstar. Was it Alfredo Angulo? No. Okay. Was it Erislandy Lara? So did Lara make him a superstar? So his best 2 wins at 54. Correct me if I'm wrong. His best 2 wins at 154 pounds. Austin Trout, Erislandy Lara. So did that make him a superstar? So he was a superstar at that time. So he was a Mexican. He was a superstar. So what made him a superstar? And then he fought Kirkland. Really? But did you know at that same time, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade was undefeated in 154, calling his name. I know Andrade didn't fight nobody, but what? Finest moderation? That's what he fought. That's the only person he fought. So his resume is weak, and there's the selected guy at 160, but still, he was calling your name. But you didn't want to fight him when he had the WBO strap. But after you lost the WBO strap, you fought Liam Smith. So why did you fight Liam Smith for the WBO strap at 154, but you didn't want to fight Andrade at 154 for the WBO strap? But people gonna say, Andrade ain't did shit. What did Liam Smith do? Who was better, Andrade or Liam Smith? We know it's Andrade, so why can Andrade get to catch that same fate Liam Smith caught? This for you Canelo fans. I know, like I said, I know why Mexicans support. I'm talking about everybody else. I'm talking about why everybody else dick riding. Okay. Then what he do? After Erislandy Lara. I forgot. Who he fight after Lara? I know Triple G's trying to get him. Oh, 35-year-old Miguel Cotto. At a catch weight. This is the same Miguel Cotto that got beat by Saddam Ali. So don't say, well, Miguel Cotto was a Hall of Famer. This is old, broke down, beat up Miguel Cotto. That's what we fought. At a catch weight. That's what we fought. So was the 37-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley that made him superstar? Beat down Sugar Shane. The 35-year-old Miguel Cotto that made him superstar? The bum Miguel Cotto. So his superstar fights were against guys over 35. Because the other guys he fought that were under 35 that were of good quality was Trout and was Lara 35? Trout and Lara. That's it. Those are the 2 best wins at 54. Then after those 2 wins, you got Cotto, who was 35, and Sugar Shane Mosley, who was 37. These are the facts. I'm coming at you with the facts. But we're going to get to this, his fuckery, what he got going on now. But we're going to give you a little background and backdrop. Okay. So after he fought Cotto, then Amir Khan. Amir motherfucking Khan. Now, Andrade, you know what? I think he fought. Yeah. Andrade ain't got the WBO. Now, the Canelo got WBO. I'm tripping. This one, Canelo already had WBO, but he fought Amir motherfucking Khan. You could still fight Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade or Jamal Charlo. These dudes calling your name. These dudes about the same age as you at 154 and undefeated. And both of them had belts. Andrade had WBO, lost that, then got WBA. Charlo had the IBF. So what the fuck did Amir Khan do to deserve a shot at Canelo Alvarez? This is for you Canelo Alvarez fans. What did Amir Khan do to deserve a shot? Since y'all saying Charlo got to do more, Andrade got to do more. What did Amir Khan do at 54? My fault. He never fought at 54. What did he do at 47? He still ain't did shit at 47. He had a couple decent fights at 47, but who? He fought Bud Crawford. What happened? Destroyed. So Bud Crawford destroyed the same dude that Canelo Alvarez destroyed. And Bud Crawford's 147 pounds. This for you Canelo fans. Yeah. So Glass Jaw Amir Khan. Okay. Moving on, after Glass Jaw Amir Khan, he fought the uninspiring, always questionable heart, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That's what we fought. And then Chavez Jr. was at 175. He had to come down to 164 to fight him at a catch weight. And the kicker was, in the clause, if he went over that, Per pound, he was fined $1 million per pound. He was over the 164 weight limit. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? So not only are you draining me to come fight you, I'm gonna get fined for every. I'm gonna get fined $1 million for every pound I'm over. Ain't that a bitch? Did that make him a Mexican superstar? But I want to backtrack a little bit because when he fought Glassjaw Amir Khan, you know how much he weighed when he came to the ring? 180 fucking pounds. You put a weight restriction on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. when you fought him at a catch weight, but you come in weighing 180 and fighting Glassjaw Amir Khan, the same Glassjaw Amir Khan that was knocked out by the no look check left hook by Danny Garcia, the same Amir Khan who was knocked down and who quit against 147-pound Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the same Amir Khan you came in to fight with weighing 180 pounds. Go look that shit up. I ain't lying. I ain't got to lie. This for you Canelo fans. Like I said, I wanted to make it short, but when it's Canelo, I got to dig deep into it till I got to give you a backdrop so we get to the shit that's going on now. Because a lot of y'all say, oh, you just a hater. You don't know nothing about boxing. You're a casual. So that's why I'm coming through. We're gonna go through this motherfucker with a fine-tooth comb. That's how I'm gonna go through with a fine-tooth comb. And we're gonna lay down the facts. I just want to lay down the facts. I'm still trying to figure out when he became a superstar in boxing. I done gave you fights. His best victories, Trout and Lara. After Trout and Lara, a 37-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley and a 35-year-old Miguel Cotto. Those were his 4 best wins. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. Those are his 4 best wins up to before he got to 160. Please correct me. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. Then fight Charlo, then fight Andrade. Both of them at 54, and both of them were champions, and both of them were undefeated. And both of them calling his name. And Charlo beat Lubin, knocked out J-Rock, and beat Trout at 54, and still couldn't get Canelo. So Charlo beat some of the top super middleweights at 54, and still couldn't get a shot. But Liam Smith got a shot at 154. Amir Khan got a shot, even though Amir Khan ain't did shit outside of 140. Amir Khan got a shot. That's why I be trying to tell you, y'all fanboys. Y'all not fans of boxing. Y'all fans of a man. So since you fans of a man, you might want to come out the closet. Ain't nothing wrong with the LGBTQ community. Hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But we talking about boxing. We talking about putting them hands up, the best, fighting the best get in the ring, the best man gonna win. That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about I like him just because blah blah. If you like him for anything outside of boxing, that's the problem. That's the problem. All these dudes got skills. If you can fight for money, you got skill. Even if you're a bum, if you can fight for money, you got skill. Because everybody can't fight for money. I can't get in the boxing ring and fight some of these dudes that's been training for years for no bread. I can't. Now I get out here a street fight, but as far as boxing, I can't do that. I gotta go in some training for real. So we're gonna keep it 1,000. But there are levels to this shit. There are levels. You got some dudes that decent, average, above average. Then you got your stars. And I'm still trying to figure out how did Canelo get to star status. He above average. I give him that. He above average. But at 54, his best wins, Lara and Trout. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Best wins. Now he gets to 160. He fights Triple G, the so-called boogeyman. But I ask people, who was Triple G fought? These ESPN had this one of the reasons why I started watching ESPN. ESPN said Triple G was a better middleweight, 160 pound. He was the second best 160 pounder ever. Better than Hopkins, better than Roy Jones, better than James Toney. He was better than those dudes. Really? 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 Better than Duran. Better than Sugar Ray. Better than Hagler. I was like, oh, time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. Time out. That dude ain't no top 10 middleweight of all time. Who is he beating? What's on your resume? I can go to the elementary school and whoop every 6th grader in the elementary school. But am I the baddest motherfucker in my state? Am I the baddest motherfucker in my city because I can whoop on some kids? It's levels to this shit. Who did he beat? His best win against Danny Jacobs. And he just fought Sergey Derevyanchenko. So Danny Jacobs and Sergey Derevyanchenko certify you as a bad motherfucker. I just want to understand. I want you. I'm trying to understand this. Danny Jacobs and Sergey Derevyanchenko certify you as a bad motherfucker. Who's Derevyanchenko beat? Who was Danny Jacobs beat? Derevyanchenko? Who is Danny Jacobs beat? Danny Jacobs was known for not getting knocked out by Triple G. Danny Jacobs? Really? But those two but Danny Jacobs got a shot at Canelo. Triple G got a shot at Canelo. Triple G got 2 shots. Now, in the midst of Triple G fighting Canelo, after the first fight, do y'all know what's going on? Y'all knew what was happening, right? Charlo earned his way, even though you can say he fought bombs. He did fight bombs, but he fought the bombs that WBC said fight to get to a mandatory spot. So he was the mandatory challenger. Mandatory. After the first fight, they say, you know what? Since Canelo got popped, that's when they said, you know what, Charlo, you got your interim fight for the interim title. Boom. You know what interim mean, right? Interim means that when the champion can't get you, whether injury or some other cause is causing the champion to miss time, it's an interim bout fault, and the winner of the interim bout is no more contender and mandatory challenge. So Charlo got that mandatory spot. So when Canelo fought Triple G the second time, because in between Triple G fought, who you fight? Vanes Monteroshan. Vanes Monteroshan. Triple G fought Vanes Monteroshan. But he can't fight Boo Boo Andrade. He can't fight Jamal Charlo. But this will be the second greatest middleweight of all time per ESPN. A hype job. Garbage. Garbage. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. What has Triple G done? What has he done? Who is he beating? What's his legacy? He was never undisputed at 160. Who he fight? He didn't want to fight Andrade. He didn't want to fight not Andrade. I can't remember dude's name. Saved my life. We know the boy tonight. Andre Ward. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward at 168. He didn't. So he stayed at 160. So who was Canelo beat? Like I said, we got questions. It's levels to this shit. I know it's long, but it's levels to this shit. We got questions. So we got to expose the frauds. We got to expose the fanboys. Now, like I said, he fought Triple G twice. And then this how you know he didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo. Y'all can say what y'all want. Charlo ain't fought nobody. I told you what he did at 54. Well, that was at 54. Okay, cool. If we're going to hold that for Charlo, that means they need to be the same standard for every boxer. For Bud Crawford, for Vasily Lomachenko, for Tank Davis, for everybody. I can't even think of some names. It's supposed to be the same for everybody then. Well, he did that at 54. He didn't do that at 60. Really? Really? So what did Mikey Garcia do to get a fight with Earl Spence? For your Earl Spence fans. Yeah, we throwing shots at everybody. What did Mikey Garcia do at 47 to get a shot at Earl Spence, if that's the case? What did he do? What did Miguel Cotto do at 160 to get a shot at Sergio Martinez? What did he do? What did Amir Khan do to get a shot at Canelo Alverez? What did he do? Shit. What did he do? What did he do? They just got him. But Charlo put in work at 160, even though it was bombs. In the WBC eyes, he was the mandatory challenger. So Canelo fought Matthew Haddon, Liam Smith, and Rocky Fielding. Because he didn't want to fight Charlo, he fought Rocky Fielding. He fought those 3 guys for belts. And he fought Danny Jacobs. But he wouldn't fight Jamal Charlo. What's on Danny Jacobs' resume that's better than Jamal Charlo? I can't think of it. Because Danny Jacobs' best win, Derevyanchenko. You want to say Peter Quillen and not get knocked out by Triple G? Those is highlights. Those is highlights. Jamal Charlo told you what did at 54, undefeated, IBF champ, came to 160, mandatory challenger. He was so mandatory. You know what the IBF, you know what the WBC did. You know, Canelo, since we had beef with you before, we're gonna make you the first franchise champion. See, that ought to be an automatic strike on your record. There ought to be an automatic strike on your record. People will say, "Well, Charlo's a paper champion." How do you get that paper championship belt? Because somebody didn't want to fight him. Somebody didn't want to fight him, and somebody got stripped. That's a fact. Well, Charlo ain't did nothing. Why don't you fight him then? What did Liam Smith do? What did Rocky Fielding do? What did those guys do? And then like I said, then we got a list of new dudes that he's supposed to fight coming up. What is these dudes done to get a fight with Canelo Alverez? Since Charlo got to do more. He got to do more than be undefeated. He got to do more than be a two division champion. He got to do more than that. He got to do more than be the mandatory. The reason why Canelo's not the WBC champion, the reason why Canelo got stripped because he didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo, who was the mandatory. You can't get around that. The first franchise champion. They ain't made Floyd Mayweather the franchise champion. Floyd Mayweather been a champion in more divisions than Canelo Alvarez. They ain't made Manny Pacquiao franchise champion. Not Pernell Whitaker. The list goes on. Sugar Ray Robinson won no franchise champion. None of the greats were franchise champions. Canelo Alvarez, the first franchise champion, the first ducking champion. And if we want to be truthful, at 54, Canelo only had 2 belts. He only unified one time at 54. That's when he beat Trout. And then he got another belt after Floyd wiped him. He got another belt from Liam Smith. At 54. That shit shouldn't count. But it count. And then 60 came to 60. One fight, he got the belts. But then you got stripped. Stripped because you didn't want to fight this man. But people want to say, well, Charlo ain't fought nobody. Who is Jamal Charlo? For real? Is that what we doing now? So who is Canelo? We went down Canelo resume up to this point. Up to this point, before we get to Kovalev. Who is Canelo Alvarez fought? Trout, Lara, old ass Sugar Shane Moses 37, old ass Miguel Cotto 35. Who was he fought? Like I told you at 54, Charlo got better names. Well, not better names than Sugar Shane and Cotto just because they name. He got better fights, better fighters in their prime. Because Sugar Shane in his prime would have beat the shit out of Canelo. Cotto in his prime would have beat the shit out of Canelo. Those facts. That's why he had to wait till they was out of their prime. That's why he tried to wait age out Triple G, but I don't know why he wanted to wait age out Triple G, because Triple G ain't beat no fucking body. He beat a welterweight Kell Brook. What the fuck ever. But anyway, like I said, Canelo ain't fought nobody. He's scared to fight Charlo. That's why he was stripped. The first ducking champion in the history of boxing. In the history of boxing. Ain't no way around it, Canelo Alvarez fans. But you fought Rocky Fielding. Jamal Charlo got to do something extra for you to fight him. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade got to do something extra for you to fight him, but you fought Rocky Fielding. Who was better, Andrade or Rocky Fielding? But you fought Rocky Fielding, though. And everybody excused that shit. All the Canelo fanboys excused that shit. And then here comes the old ass Sergey Kovalev. Old ass Sergey Kovalev. Who got beat, knocked out by Alida Alvarez. Now, is Alida Alvarez a top fighter at 175? Is he? Is Alida Alvarez a superstar? Is he? Is he a great fighter? He's a good fighter. Is he a great fighter? Alida Alvarez. I'm asking. These are the questions I'm asking. This dude that Kovalev lost to. Kovalev's best win, like I said, we do our homework. Kovalev's best win, Jean Pascal. That's his best win. Don't say Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was old. That was washed up Bernard Hopkins. Pascal was his best win. Pascal. You want to say Anthony Yard? Well, the jury's out on Anthony Yard because at that fight, they didn't know if Anthony Yard was ready to fight Kovalev. But that's who Canelo got. An old-ass Kovalev who was weight drained. You can say what you want. Wasn't a clause in the contract that Kovalev cannot go over the weight? Was it a clause in the contract for weight? I'm asking. I'm asking. These are questions I'm asking for all you fanboys. See, that's why I said I tried to do a quick video, but I did 25 minutes just going through Canelo Alvarez's career. For all you fanboys, they're not Mexican. They're not a Mexican descent. I know why y'all like him, because he look like y'all. That's why y'all like him. That's your people. That's why y'all like him. Can't knock you. Can't knock you. I'm not saying I'm hating because I'm not Mexican. I'm not saying that. Like I said, he's a pretty good fighter. He got skills. He can whoop a lot of motherfuckers. Shit, he can whoop me. But we talking about the best of the best. The best of the best. What has Canelo done to become a Mexican superstar? What fight? I ain't came up with one yet. We poke holes all in his resume. Now, let's get to the topic of this shit. Now, his trainer and Eddie Hearn came out with a list of people of Canelo's next possible fights. Now, let's go over what Eddie Hearn had to say. Eddie Hearn said he could fight Dimitri Bivol, unification at 175, which would be I won't knock for the Dimitri Bivol fight. There'll be, if you want to prove that you're great, clear out 175. That's what I said. Fight Dimitri Bivol. But Dimitri Bivol, his best win against Pascal. If you can fight Bivol, why can't you fight Charlo Andrade? But like I said, Then they got Andrade, as Eddie Hearn said, Andrade is a possibility. Triple G, a trilogy, is a possibility. Callum Smith, a possibility. Billy Joe Saunders, a possibility. And John Ryder. John Ryder. Now, that's what Eddie Hearn said after the Kovalev fight. Now, this is what his trainer said a couple weeks ago in December, that they narrowed it down to 4 fighters. Guess who ain't on that list? Guess what 2 fighters ain't on that list? They're just trying to narrow it down to. Dimitri Bivol, one of them. Why? Because Dimitri Bivol's 29 and he's undefeated. And he probably won't sign a weight clause to fight Canelo Alvarez. So he's off the list. And the other was Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Why? I personally think Canelo don't think he can beat him. Because Andrade like a longer version of Lara. And he had problems with Lara. Whether you want to believe it or not, he had problems with Lara. And that's the bigger version of Lara. Younger version. Hungrier version. If Canelo's there to be great. But he's off the list. You know who I didn't mention? Jamal Charlo. The dude, the reason why he was stripped from his WBC belt, he still ain't on the list. You hear me? Eddie Hearn still ain't mentioned this dude's name. Still ain't. He don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. That's a fact. Fanboys don't want to come to the grips of reality, but that's the reality. That's the reality. That's the fact. That's the fact. Because if he didn't want to fight if he wanted to fight Jamal Charlo, he could fight Jamal Charlo. Do I say he didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo? I'm not saying it because at 154, Charlo's called his name out, he didn't want to fight him. I'm not saying at 160, Charlo called his name out, he didn't want to fight him. I'm saying because the WBC said, Jamal Charlo is your mandatory Canelo Alvarez. Fight him. Canelo did want to fight him. WBC stripped Canelo Alvarez and made Jamal Charlo the WBC champion. That's why I say Canelo didn't want to fight him. What fighter in boxing history has been mandated to fight somebody, didn't fight him, and that fighter was stripped? And not only was he stripped, he still got a title in the same weight division. So he still hold a title at 160, but you didn't want to fight this guy, so you let him have one of your belts. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the list of fighters that his trainer said Canelo will fight, and we're gonna go through these fighters with a fine-tooth comb. First, Triple G. We know about Triple G, the trilogy. Now, like I said once again, Triple G, his resume. Who is he beat? Who is he beating? You want to give me Derevyanchenko? You want to give me Danny Jacobs? Okay. So that's a great resume. Is that a great resume? I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to Canelo Alvarez fans. Is that a great resume? I'm talking to Triple G fans. Is that a great resume? I'm talking to your fanboys. Now, my boxing fans, y'all know they ain't a great resume. But for your fanboys, is that a great resume? Triple G. That's a fighter. Callum Smith. Now I gotta be honest. I ain't seen much of Callum Smith, so I had to check him out. His best wins: Rocky Fielding, Hassan and Dom Giacomo, and George Groves. Those are his best wins. Wow, this is a hell of a resume right there. This Callum Smith guy's dangerous. Those are his best wins. George Groves, Rocky Fielding, and Hassan and Dom. Those are his best wins. So is that a great resume? But it's Triple G, Callum Smith. So what has Callum Smith done? So is Callum Smith? I'm just asking questions here. Boo Boo Andrade and Jamal Charlo have done more in boxing than Callum Smith's done. They've been in two different divisions and have got belts in two different divisions. Callum Smith has been in two different divisions. Has he been two division champ? No. He just got this belt. And like I said, George Groves, Rocky Fielding, Hassan Endom. Those are his best fights. His best victories. Is that better than Charlo's resume? His Rocky, Callum Smith's resume is not as good as Jamal Charlo's resume. But people say, well, Callum Smith's a great fighter. He's too big. Really? There we go with this big shit again. So I guess Triple G should have knocked out Canelo. That's why he's I guess that's why Kovalev should be Canelo. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Callum Smith, really? Okay. Okay. Next up on the list, Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe. The same Billy Joe that don't want to fight Andrade, but Canelo gonna fight him. And who's Billy Joe's biggest victories? John Ryder. We're gonna get to him. Arthur Akov. Don't know. Andy Lee. Andy Lee was decent. And there was an older Andy Lee and a Chris Eubanks Jr. who's decent. But is his resume better than Jamal Charlo's resume? No, it's not. But Billy Joe Saunders will get a pass to fight Canelo Alvarez. But fanboys will say Charlo ain't did enough. Even though Charlo's resume is better than Triple G's, his resume is better than Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. Please correct me. Please correct me. Please correct me. Because Julian Williams, Trout, and Lubin are better than George Groves, Rocky Fielding, Hassan and Dom. They are better than Andy Lee, Eubanks Jr., and John Ryder. They're better than Derevchenko and Danny Jacobs. These are facts. That's just how I'm saying it. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. So Jamal Charlo has done more in boxing. Him and Andrade have done more in boxing than Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders. And Billy Joe don't want to fight Andrade. You know why he didn't want to fight Andrade? Because he went to 168 instead of trying to catch that fade at 160 with Andrade. But that's neither here nor there. Now, this is the kicker right here. This guy made the list. This for all you Canelo Alvarez fanboys. Like I said, you man fans. Come out the closet, man fans. Because explain how did John Ryder get on the list of opponents for Canelo Alvarez? John Ryder, 28-5. John Ryder. Have you heard of him? Do you even know who he is? Does he even have a belt? Has he won a belt? John Ryder. See, y'all can't explain that one right there. You telling me that he can't, they won't even mention giving Jamal Charlo a fight. Won't even mention it. Bernard Hopkins, you were chasing Roy Jones for years. You chasing you chasing Oscar De La Hoya. You chasing all these big fights for years. Talking about you trying to get paid, you trying to get these big fights. Everybody's scared of you. You crying for years. So now you're trying to starve out Jamal Charlo? Y'all don't even want to mention his name. He got to do more. So what is, if you want to say Callum Smith done more, damn lie. But I ain't gonna fight with you. Damn lie though. You want to say Billy Joe Saunders more deserving? Damn lie. But I ain't gonna fight with you. But ain't no fucking way you can tell me John Ryder should be on this damn list. John Ryder, who lost to Billy Joe, who got knocked out by Nick Blackwell. Who the hell is Nick Blackwell? Knocked him out. Who lost to Jack Arnfield. Who lost to Rocky Fielding. So a dude that lost to Rocky Fielding is mentioned as a possible opponent for Canelo Alvarez. But these Canelo Alvarez fanboys talking about he pound for pound. He should be pound. He a pound for pound great. He a boxing Hall of Famer. Where's his Hall of Fame fight at? Like Mikey Garcia, he just collecting belts. Mikey Garcia ducked that smoke with Lomachenko. He didn't want to fight Gamboa. But they're gonna say Mike Garcia, he's a 3-division champ. He's a champion at 30, champion at 35. He's a champion at 40. He's Hall of Fame. No, he ain't. Who is he beat? Okay, Salido. Who he beat? He didn't want to fight Lomo. He didn't want to fight Gamboa. He got his ass whacked by Spence. Who is he beating to be a superstar? Who is he beating to be in the upper echelon? Like I said, I can understand why the Mexicans support him, because he's of Mexican descent. I can understand why his people support him. I can understand why the red, white, and green support him, because they're his people. Why everybody else consider him a superstar? Well, he did be Adrian Broner. So did Sean Porter. But they saying Sean Porter's a bomb. But Mike Garcia's a superstar because he beat Adrian Broner, but Sean Porter can't get the same consideration. See, that's what I'm saying. That's that bullshit. That's that man fan shit. We going straight across the board. Straight across the board. I told you. His trainer's gonna pick his next fight. It's between Triple G, who everybody know he gonna be, Callum Smith, who ain't fought no fucking body, Billy Joe Saunders, who ain't fought no fucking body. The same Billy Joe scared to fight Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. And John Ryder. John motherfucking Ryder. Yes, you heard me correct. John Ryder. Go look that shit up. Those are the 4 opponents that his trainer said Canelo Alvarez is willing to fight next. He don't want to run it back. He don't want to run it back with Kovalev without no weight restrictions. He don't want to do that. He don't want to fight any of those young champions at 175 because they're not gonna sign a clause with weight restrictions on it. He don't want to do that. Billy Joe Saunders, light touch at 168. Callum Smith, who knows? I mean, is he good? He beat Rocky Fielding. Oh my God. Okay, so that makes you good. Rocky Fielding. Because if he was that guy, anybody, shit, you want all 168. But I know y'all want to fight Benavidez, even though he'll follow you around the ring, because he'll hit you and he'll hurt you, and he'll be ready. He'll be wanting that fight. He's salivating at the mouth for some shit like that. Plant got speed and he moves. I still got to check him out, but I don't know. Plant versus Benavidez, they'll be a pretty good fight. But back to Canelo Cinnamon Ass. You don't want to fight Charlo, and you don't want to fight Andrade. These dudes have been in 2 weight classes with you, and they have been champions in those weight classes. When in the history of boxing, I'm just asking all you Canelo Alvarez fans, all you so-called boxing aficionados, who really in the LGBTQ community, they need to come out the closet. Y'all worse than the LDBC. Yes, y'all are worse than the LDBC. Joshua fans, Canelo fans, and LDBC, those y'all fucking the boxing. Y'all fucking the boxing. For real. For real. Don't know shit about boxing. Go on, come out the closet. Say you like Canelo Alvarez because his skin or his hair or way he look with his shirt off. That's what you like. Because I'm trying to figure out What has he done in the ring against what opponent that made him a superstar? And then with the list of opponents now, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Triple G, John Ryder. Huh? 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 Now, if he was said, Charlo, Andrade, Benavidez, or 175 champs, oh, everybody was like, oh, gangster, gangster. But no, you didn't say that. You said Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders. If Canelo fight Billy Joe Saunders, what's the expected outcome? A Canelo victory. Because Billy Joe Saunders then got knocked out by Chris Eubanks Jr. And we all know Canelo's better fighter than Chris Eubanks Jr. I'm just saying. Callum Smith. Who was Callum Smith for? I'm asking. Since we saying Charlo ain't fought nobody, since we saying Andrade ain't fought nobody, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. I'm not gonna argue with you. Who was Callum Smith for? Please correct me. I looked at the box record. Like I said, George Groves, Rocky Fielding, Hassan and Dom. Those his best fights. Those his best wins. So is that better than what Charlo had? And then Charlo's a 2-division champ, 54 and 60 with Canelo. He was the mandatory. That means the WBC said, hey, you got to fight him or we're going to take your belt. I don't know what else he got to do to get a fight with him. Because Canelo lost the belt to this dude because he didn't want to fight him. But people want to tell me, Canelo destroy him. Why don't you fight him then? For some reason, he don't want to get in the ring with him. He knew he could destroy Rocky Fielding, that's why he fought him. Rocky Fielding. What did Rocky Fielding do to get the title shot? He knew he could destroy Amir Khan, that's why he fought him. I'm just asking. He waited till Triple G. He waited till he knew he could beat Triple G. That's why he fought him. Well, he could have been fought Triple G. Why didn't he fight him then? Why didn't he fight him earlier? Why didn't he go to 160 earlier? Because he could have obviously made the weight. Why didn't he fight Cotto at 160? Because he could have obviously made the weight. Duck season in full effect. That's what he's doing. But people giving him a pass. I'm trying to figure out why you giving him a pass. Because it's supposed to be the same for everybody across the board. Now we all got likes and chooses. We got our picks and favorites. Like I like the color red. Black's my favorite color. Shit, you might like blue. See, that's different. Those are colors. But we talking about boxing, the sport of boxing. You say you like boxing. Okay, cool. What made Canelo Alverez superstar? That's one. Now we ain't got to go over that no more. We went through his resume. He ain't no superstar fights. I'm just trying to figure out a couple things. First, John Ryder. They mentioned John Ryder's name. Do some homework, Canelo Alvarez fans. Tell me who John Ryder is and tell me why he deserves to get a shot with Canelo Alvarez. Tell me why he deserves to be mentioned as getting a shot with Canelo Alvarez. And Jamal Charlo not even getting mentioned to get a shot with Canelo Alvarez. You won't mention Jamal Charlo, but you're going to mention John Ryder. You're holding on to a belt at 160. You hold on to that belt at 160, but you won't unify with Andrade, who got a belt at 160. You won't unify with Charlo, who got a belt at 160, who actually got your belt at 160. Because you say, you know what, I don't want to fight you. Yeah, I'll take it. And WBC said, you know, we can make you franchise champion. After that move right there, I'm surprised you even are considered a boxing superstar. I'm surprised you even got fans. I'm surprised. How can you, a boxer, allow someone else to take your belt from you and you not even put up a fight? But people got all they gonna say is, "What has Jamal Charlo done?" Okay, and I just counted that by saying, "What has Rocky Fielding done?" Motherfuckers get quiet. Motherfuckers get quiet. Quiet. Rocky Fielding, he's better than Charlo. How? Tell me how. Tell me how is Rocky Fielding better than Jamal Charlo? Who is Rocky Fielding beat? Who on Rocky Fielding's resume is better than Julian Williams? Well, Julian Williams is at 154. Okay. So why Canelo get a shot at Rocky Fielding then for the WBA title at 160, 68 then? Canelo ain't did nothing at 168. If we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep the same energy. What did Canelo do at 168 to get a shot at Rocky Fielding? Well, Canelo's Canelo. What made Canelo Canelo? These are the questions I'm asking. People can't tell me. People can't tell me what made Canelo Canelo. But Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding can get a shot at him. And now it looks like John Ryder might get a shot at him. But Jamal Charlo cannot. The man that took your belt without fighting you. I'm gonna have to make another video about that. That's gotta be the most cowardice shit ever. A man took your belt without fighting you. And you're supposed to be a professional boxer. You're supposed to be this superstar that's making $30 million a fight. You're making $30 million to fight people. And you let somebody come and take something from you. But your man fans are cool with that. Well, he beat Kovalev. He's daring to be great. No, he beat a 37-year-old old man who got whooped by Lita Alvarez. So is Lita Alvarez a great fighter? He knocked out Kovalev too. Quicker than Canelo Alvarez did it. Without a weight hydration clause. So Kovalev wasn't drained when he fought Alvarez. And Alvarez knocked his ass out. Kovalev was drained when he fought Canelo and older. And he just got out of the war with Anthony Yard. So an old man who got knocked out by Alvarez, who was in the war with Anthony Yard, fight Canelo Alvarez a couple months later. It wasn't even 6 months later. After he got out of war with Anthony Yard. I ain't gonna even say a war. After he got out of a tough fight with a young contender. Anthony Yard took him 11 rounds and punished him. But Kovalev knocked him out. So after he fought this guy, a few months later, not even 6 months later, a few months later, I don't even know if it's 3 months later, a few months later, Canelo Alvarez fight Sergey Kovalev, and everybody say, "Oh, well, Canelo's there to be great." Huh? Are you fucking kidding? Can y'all see what I'm saying? So a motherfucker can piss on you and tell you it's raining. That's what it is. He's pissing on you and telling you it's raining. If he daring to be great, run it back with Kovalev then. At 175 without any weight restrictions. Fight Bivol or one of the other champs at 175. If you daring to be great without any weight restrictions. Then you do that, I'm gonna say, then I can't say shit. I can't say anything. Nobody can say anything. But until you do so, I know for a fact that every young fighter that's around your age, that's in the top of the division, you haven't fought. And the two I'm mentioning specifically, they've been in 2 different weight classes with you specifically. Andrade and Jamal Charlo. You ain't fought them. They were at 54 with you. You ain't fought them. So when Earl Spence didn't want to, when Keith Thurman didn't want to fight Earl Spence, what was everybody saying? Keith Thurman scared. Keith Thurman scared. So why ain't Canelo scared of Charlo? Why ain't Canelo scared of Andrade? Are they or are they not good fighters? I'm not gonna say they're great fighters, but we can agree that they're good fighters. No, they're not good fighters. They're not even average fighters. Are they? We know they could be Rocky Fielding. Oh, y'all say, well, Rocky Fielding will be both of them. Really? Really? Like I said, we're going at your man fans. We're going at y'all hard. No homo. But if you with the LGBTQ community, hey, do you. Come out the closet though. Don't try to front that you're a boxing fan, IBFP. What are you talking about? Gervonta Tank Davis lovers. They mad at Canelo. Gervonta Tank Davis beat Gamboa. And everybody's fine with that. But They made a Canelo fight Copeland. Bro, get your panties out your ass. For real. Get your panties out your ass for real. You and the whole community, the Boom Gang, Bruce Vane, who are all you motherfuckers. I'm asking you. Like I said, I went down the list. 50 minutes long. I know it's long. A lot of y'all ain't gonna look at it. I don't give a fuck. But look, we went down his resume. What made him a superstar fighter? What fight specifically? I want to know what fight specifically made him a superstar fighter. I want to know. I know what fights made Floyd a superstar fighter. Cotto. That's when I started watching. We did Cotto win. Gotti. And then on. What fight made Canelo a star? Don't tell me Austin Trout. Don't tell me Eris Landy Lara. But it got to be one of those. Because I know for damn sure it can't be Sugar Shane Mosley at 37 years old. Because the reason why I say it can't be Sugar Shane because Floyd Mayweather whooped Sugar Shane 2 years before. 2 years before. A smaller man whooped Sugar Shane Mosley. And they said Sugar Shane was washed up at that time. So Sugar Shane Mosley washed up when he fought Floyd Mayweather at 147, 2 years prior to Canelo. What was he when he fought Canelo? That's what I always say. What was he when he fought Canelo? Miguel Cotto was at 154 for a while. Won Canelo. Why did that fight never happen? Why happened when Miguel Cotto was over the hill? And then had to catch weight. These are the questions I ask. But people can't answer my questions. They like to deflect. Don't deflect. Let's answer the question. Then after you answer the question, then you can come with your point or deflect then. But you can't even answer that question. I showed you why this dude a fraud. I got several. Well, I ain't gonna say several because I don't do several videos. I got about 4 or 5 videos that shows Canelo Alverez is a fraud. That shows that pinpoints he's a fraud. I know y'all have seen him. If you ain't seen him, please send us to IBFP, Bruce Vane, the community, the Boom Gang, the rest of you motherfuckers. They do all this fuck shit. They want to talk about the street life, talk about how you do this, that, other. No, I ain't here for that. We just sticking to the point. We sticking to facts. We sticking to boxing. That's what it's all about, boxing. It don't matter what's going on around outside of boxing. I ain't here to talk about my life. I'm here to talk about boxing, a sport that I love. Hand-to-hand combat. Get in the ring. Put them gloves on. Best man win. I love it. Now I got fighters that I like. Bud Crawford, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. You know what I'm saying? Deontay White. I got fighters I like. Jamal Charlo, I like. But I'm gonna check all of them when they come with some bullshit. Like when Jamal Charlo, you can't get Canelo, you can't get Triple G. I know they're avoiding you. You know they're avoiding you. I mean, so what can you do? You gotta take the next best thing. That's Andrade. Take them 7 mil, beat Andrade. But for some reason, you don't want to take them. You hesitate on taking them 7 mil to fight Andrade. I want to fight Canelo. Canelo ain't even mention you as a possible list of fighters. His trainer, him, or Eddie Hearn. They ain't even mention your name, dude. But you gonna fight bums waiting on Canelo. Bro, you 30 years old. It's make it happen time. If Canelo Alvarez don't fight you, his fans and the media, they gonna find a way to excuse that bullshit. They gonna find a way to excuse it. But it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. Not only were you in 2 different weight classes with this clown, not only did they strip him of his title to give it to you because he didn't want to fight you. Not only all that, he still campaigns at 160 because he got a better 160 that he ain't giving up. And he still won't fight you. So your next move gotta be your best move. Take them 7 mil, take the offer from Eddie Hearn, see if you can get it up if you want to, but fight Andrade, get that strap. Then you can have the WBC and WBO strap. But you know the fanboy still gonna say, Charlo doesn't deserve a fight with Canelo. What has he done? They still gonna say that. Even though you were the mandatory challenger, and these same fanboys will say Deontay Wilder's ducking Dillian White because Dillian White's a WBC mandatory. These same fanboys will say that same shit. But you've been in 2 different weight classes with Canelo Alvarez, calling this dude name out for years. They ain't stripped Deontay Wilder, took his belt, gave it to Dillian White. They took Canelo's belt and gave it to you. The Mexican sanctioning body. So the sanctioning body that's ran by his people that support him said, let me get that. This is yours, Charlo. We're gonna make you a franchise champion, Canelo. That's what his people did. They took something from him and gave it to you, Charlo, because he don't want to fight you. But his man fans, they can't see that shit. They just see, oh, Canelo Alvarez, he's so beautiful. And he's making 30 million to fight. He's just so wonderful. Really? Really? The same man fans that'll say Wilder ducking Dillian White. But they won't say, and they'll still say Wilder needs to do more to fight Anthony Joshua. But you want Joshua Ruiz, Joshua Usyk. You was cool with Joshua. What's the cheating boy name? What's the cheating boy name that Anthony Joshua fought? No, we're about to fight Jarrell Miller. Y'all was cool with Anthony Joshua, Jarrell Miller. But y'all was saying, so Jarrell Miller got a shot at Joshua. But Deontay Wilder got jumped through all kind of hoops to fight Anthony Joshua. Y'all the same fanboys that say that bullshit. Like I said, y'all worse than the LDBC. Y'all worse than the LDBC. Worse. You can say that y'all not, but y'all worse than the LDBC. Because the reason why I say y'all worse, because y'all can point out the shit that somebody else does that you don't like for whatever reason. You don't know none of these people personally, but for some reason you gravitate to these other dudes than you do to these guys over here. That's your preference, whatever. For some reason you don't like these dudes, so you can see all the shit they do. But for the motherfuckers that you like for whatever reason, because they don't know your name, they don't know you personally, they don't know you by name, you just know them by watching TV. That's how you know them, by watching TV. That's how you know them. But for some reason you can't see the bullshit that they do, which is baffling, which is mind-boggling, which is crazy. That's why boxing in the predicament is in, because certain people are allowed to do bullshit, like Manny Pacquiao. No disrespect to Manny Pacquiao, OG, but if you're not gonna fight any other champs at 147, bruh, drop that belt. You're holding no progress. Drop that belt. Drop that belt. If you're not gonna fight no champion at 147, you're still trying to fight Floyd Mayweather. Drop that belt because you're holding no progress. And people gonna say, well, Manny Pacquiao gets a pass. You don't get no motherfucking pass. Ain't no lifetime achievement motherfucking award in boxing. You know, no, my bad. I take that back. It is a lifetime achievement award in boxing. You know what this is called? The Hall of Fame. So once you get through boxing, that's when you get your lifetime achievement award. But while you boxing, while you in that ring, bro, get them up. You get no pass, Manny Pacquiao. I want to fight Mikey Garcia. Really? And people still look at him like he great. Nah, bro. No. You cherry picking too. Keith Thurman was exposed by Manny Pacquiao. Cherry picking. That's why Manny Pacquiao picked him, because he cherry picking. Keith Thurman wasn't good. How good was Keith Thurman? How good was he? Well, he beat Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. Okay. What Danny Garcia do at 47? And once again, Sean Porter. No disrespect to Sean Porter. Good fighter, but let's be real. If Sean Porter retired right now, would he go to the Boxing Hall of Fame? That's a hell no. He's a good measuring stick fighter. But other than that, the same Sean Porter that lost to Kell Brook. Yeah. I'm just saying. No disrespect, but we just saying. These cherry picking ass fighters holding no progress. Pacquiao, you hold no progress. Canelo, you really holding no progress. Decide whatever weight class you want to be in and just stay in that motherfucker. Because really, you just What Canelo's doing right now is he's picking out the weakest dudes to try to get a Hall of Fame resume, so people can say, well, he's a multi-division champion. Because how many divisions were Floyd champion in and Pacquiao champions in? So Canelo what? Champion in 54, champion in 60, 68, now 75. So now they're gonna say, well, Canelo's a 5-division champion. Who are those championship fights against? Play that beautiful bean footage. Who are those championship fights against? So Rocket Fielding, an old ass Kovalev that came out of a war 2 months later on a weight restriction. An old ass Miguel Cotto at a catch weight. Liam Smith, Matthew Haddon. Like I said, poke holes all in this shit. Poke holes in this shit. I'm just trying to figure out Canelo Alvarez fans, fanboys, community, IBFP. I'm talking to y'all. I ain't talking to the LDBC. I'm talking to y'all. What made Canelo Alvarez so great? That's one. And two, so y'all co-sign with his list of fighters: Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Triple G, and John Ryder. John Ryder. John Ryder. But Jamal Charlo can't get the shot. He can't even be mentioned. At least Andrade got mentioned by Eddie Hearn because he's on DAZN. At least that. But Charlo can't even get mentioned. So he can't get a shot. But people want to keep telling me he has to do more. More. Mike Garcia ain't had to do shit to fight Earl Spence, who was a champion. But Bud Crawford got to do more to fight Earl Spence. Canelo didn't do shit to fight Rocky Fielding, who was a champion, but he's Canelo. What made Canelo Canelo? I'm just asking. Was it the ass when Floyd Mayweather put on him? That's what that's why everybody was saying he was great. That's when everybody stopped paying. That's when I stopped paying attention to Canelo, when he was fighting Floyd Mayweather, because everybody talking so good about him. And Floyd Mayweather put them hands on his ass. So did that make him a superstar? Did that make him great? Getting his ass whooped like that? So if that's the fact, I need to start boxing right now, because I can take ass whoopings like that in boxing, like Canelo did. Would that make me a superstar? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Charlo can't even get mentioned by anybody. John Ryder was mentioned by Canelo's trainer, who's gonna pick his next fight. Even if he don't fight John Ryder, the fact that John Ryder was mentioned as a possible opponent, is disgusting. So there's no excuse whatsoever why he ain't fought Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. It's official. He's a coward. Not only did you let this man take your title and call himself WBC champ, he's still calling your name, asking, do you want your belt? And you ain't responding. But Nah Hopkins, I don't know. You just a sellout of extreme proportions. A sellout is just sad, because when I thought you got in boxing, I thought you're gonna be thorough, about the bread, make the great fights. You saying Charlo ain't even on the radar. Why he ain't on the radar? Well, how many divisions does this dude have to be in to be on the radar with Canelo Alvarez? What else does he have to do? People say he gotta do more. I don't see what else more you gotta do than be the mandatory challenger for this dude belt. If this dude allowed himself to be stripped of his belt, he allowed himself to be stripped of his belt because he don't want to fight you. That means that he don't want to fight you. And if you go that far not to fight somebody, there's only one conclusion you can come to: the motherfucker scared. Why else? Well, such and such ducked him. Such and such ducked him. But how many folks lost their belt to that person they ducked? I'm asking. Who has lost a championship belt to somebody they ducked besides Canelo Alvarez and Vasily Lomachenko? And Lomachenko, after you fight Teofimo Lopez, your ass on the clock for fighting Devin Haney. Fuck Tank Davis. Your ass is on the clock for fighting Devin Haney, because Devin Haney got something that's yours. If you ain't ducking no fade, you daring to be great, I know Devin Haney ain't got no names on his resume, but still, he was the mandatory challenger. So mandatory that they stripped you of your belt and gave it to him. So you have to fight Devin Haney. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't fight Devin Haney, hey, I don't give a damn what you do. You're a fraud. Because it's somebody you're scared of. Somebody that took your belt. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. Canelo resume is fraudulent. His best fight against washed up dudes. My bad. The best names against washed up dudes. Kovalev washed up. Well, he just beat Anthony Yard. He got knocked out by Lito Alvarez, and Anthony Yard took him 11 rounds in a war, damn near. And he fought Canelo Alvarez a couple months later. He didn't get a chance to recover. Canelo didn't give him 6 months. And then on top of all that, it was a weight clause in there, a weight restriction clause, to where he couldn't hydrate, to where he was comfortable, with several wins. But y'all don't want to mention that. An old ass Sugar Shane Mosley that was destroyed by Floyd Mayweather 2 years prior to. 37-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley. An old ass Miguel Cotto, who was at 154 for some years but couldn't fight Canelo. Canelo waited till he got 35. The same Cotto that lost to Saddam Ali a fight later, or 2 fights later. Saddam Ali, some of y'all don't even know who the fuck that is. I know, right? Who is Saddam Ali? Who is he? What has he done? Is he a great fighter? No. But that's the dude that whooped Miguel Cotto, the same Cotto that lost to Canelo. I know, right? Well, Cotto was old when he fought Saddam Ali, so he wasn't old when he fought Cotto. When he fought Canelo, he wasn't old when he fought Canelo. He was 35 when he fought Canelo. Those are Canelo's best fights. Kovalev, biggest names fight, my fault. Kovalev, Cotto, and Sugar Shane. But all them dudes are over 35. And all them dudes are out their prime. One of them dudes just got out of the war. One of them dudes knocked out before. A couple of fights before he fought Canelo. And then they got knocked out by Anthony Yard. Triple G, who ain't fought nobody. Danny Jacobs, who ain't fought nobody. Danny Jacobs known for not getting knocked out by Triple G. But he got shot at Canelo. Well, Triple G didn't knock him out. He knocked him down. And Dan Jacobs fought pretty good. So they gave him a fight with Canelo. And who Triple G whooped? Willie Monroe Jr., Daniel Real Deal Gill. I'm just asking these questions. Who did Triple G whoop? Nobody. But Canelo's Canelo. But nobody can tell why he's Canelo. I give Aries Landon Lowry at 154. I give Austin Trout at 154. But that's all I give you. Austin Trout and Aries. If you're telling me you banking on Austin Trout and Aries Landon Lowry on your resume, it's making you a pound for pound fighter, Hall of Fame fighter, your ass is in trouble. Fraudulent. Not taking anything away from Austin Trout or Aries Landon Lowry. Good fighters. They're not Hall of Fame fighters. They good measuring stick fighters to test your greatness. That's what they are, to test your greatness. But those are his best wins. Well, somebody will say, well, if they're to test your greatness and he beat them, doesn't that make him great? No. That doesn't make him great. That makes him a good fighter. But what made him great is if he would have fought Charlo at 54 and beat Charlo. If he would have fought Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade at 54 and beat them. If he would beat them young fighters at 154 pounds and cleared that motherfucker out, that would have made him great. Then he would have came to 160, no problem. But you came to 160, they came to 160 with you. And you still don't want to fight them for some reason. But you can fight Callum Smith. What's Callum Smith done? For all you Canelo supporters, what's Callum Smith done? I'm asking. But he's better than Demetrius. He's better than Andrade and Charlo. How? Tell me how. What evidence that you have that Callum Smith is better than Charlo and Andrade? Don't say because in a higher weight class. If that's the case, Earl Spence is better than Vasily Lomachenko. If that's the case, Now, if they fight, I'm pretty sure Earl Spence had a size advantage, but who will pick Earl Spence to beat Vasily Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko ain't got too much pop? A lot of folks still pick Lomachenko. People might say I'm crazy. You talking crazy. Okay. Okay. Based on how Earl Spence looked against Sean Porter, people give Vasily Lomachenko a great shot to beat Earl Spence. Why don't if that's the case, why Mike Garcia should be able to take out Vasily Lomachenko, but he don't want to fight? I'm just saying, just because in a bigger high weight class, what has Canelo Smith done to say he's better than Charlo? Now Canelo fans say, "Well, Canelo Smith will knock him out." That's a Canelo fan talking, but they ain't got no evidence. What fight did you see Canelo Smith in that showed that he was a great fighter? I showed you what his best wins again. His best wins are Rocky Fielding, garbage. Hassan Ndam, really? George Groves, really? Those are his best wins. Those are his best wins, Canelo Smith. You know why? I believe, it's not proven, but I believe that Charlo will whoop Canelo Smith. You know why I believe that? Because Canelo Alverez ain't mentioned Charlo. Once again, people say, what has he done? He was at 154 pounds with him, wasn't he? They were at 154. They were super welterweight together, right? And Charlo had a belt, and Charlo was undefeated at the time when Canelo didn't have a belt. But he still fought Kirkland, Angulo, Lara, while Charlo had a belt. He even fought Liam Smith while Charlo had a belt. He fought Amir Khan while Charlo had a belt. Those are facts. He got stripped from WBC. So the fact that he don't even mention this dude's name, like I said, you fanboys will say, well, the PBC ain't mentioning Bud's name. They must be scared. So what's it saying about Canelo on triple? What's it saying about Canelo not even mentioning Charlo's name as a list of opponents? Eddie Hearn ain't even mentioned his name. Eddie Hearn hasn't even mentioned his name. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Eddie Hearn ain't even mentioned his name. But he'll mention his name when it comes to Boo Andrade, though. Oh, Boo Andrade and Charlo. Oh, yeah, we can mix it up. We can mix it up. Hey, I'm not disagreeing. I think that'll be a terrific fight. I think they should fight. But the question is, why don't Canelo want to fight neither one of them? Both of them were at 154 pounds with him. Both of them had championship belts at 154 and were undefeated while he was at 154 with no belt. But he didn't want to fight them. Both of them came to 160. One of them was a mandatory, stripped you of your title because you didn't want to fight him. The other guy has a championship belt, but you still don't want to fight him. And you and Andrade on the same platform, DAZN. But your trainer ain't mentioned him as a possible fight. I know Eddie Hearn mentioned his name with Bivol. Your trainer said, oh, hell no. No. We ain't fighting Bivol. And we damn sure ain't fighting Andrade. But y'all gonna give us John Ryder. And the Canelo Alvarez fans gonna excuse that bullshit. Like I said, the fact that John Ryder even was mentioned as a possible opponent makes the fact that he hasn't fought Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Bubba Andrade a motherfucking disgrace and a serious mark on your record. Franchise chicken champion. John Ryder. You can talk like I said, we can go back and forth about Danny Jacobs and Triple G. I don't think they were worthy, but you can say that if you want to. I say, okay, cool. Okay, whatever. John Ryder. He already fought Rocky Fielding. John Ryder. This dude got whooped by Rocky Fielding. The fact that he even mentioned, and you ain't even mentioned Charlo Andrade. But like I said, I'm just repeating myself. We just regurgitating. I want any Canelo fanboy. And I'm talking to you, IBFP. I'm talking to you. Community, UGG, UGC, what the fuck y'all call yourself? Y'all the community, the UGGs, like the females we wearing. I'm talking to y'all. Boom Gang, Bruce Fang, whatever. I ain't doing this for likes. I ain't doing this for clicks. I just want y'all to respond. I mean, if somebody go back and tell them, I don't care. I can care less. I just want y'all to respond. You can write it right in the comment section or whatever. Please explain to me what made Canelo a superstar. 1. 2, why would he even consider fighting John Ryder if Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Boo Andrade got to do more? 3, why he ain't even mentioned Jamal Charlo? 4, why his trainer ain't even mentioned Demetrius Boo Andrade? Though I just want you to answer those 4 questions for me. And you got to come with something better than they got to do more. John Ryder ain't did shit. I don't even think he ever had a championship belt. He ain't did shit but get knocked out by Liam Smith, get beat by Liam Smith, knocked out by Nick Blackwell, whooped by Callum Smith, whooped by Rocky Fielding, whooped by Jack Arfield. This man got 5 losses. But you got two undefeated champions in the same division where you got a championship belt at. Right now, that you're holding the belt at right now, that you don't want to fight. One of them you won't even mention. And those same 2 fighters were at 154 pounds with you. And the fact that your fanboys, like I said, this not talking about my Latinos, not talking about y'all. I know why y'all like him, cause he look like y'all. So y'all gonna roll with y'all people. I can't knock y'all. Like I roll with my sister. I roll with my brother. I can't knock y'all for that. But for you other people, how can he duck 2 dudes that's in the same weight class with him twice? Twice. It's one thing to be in a weight class with some dudes and you can't make weight and you go into another weight class. That's one thing. But when they in the same weight class with you and you still fighting dudes at that same weight class and still fighting dudes at 154, you still fought Lara. You still fought Angulo. You still fought Kirkland. You still fought those dudes. While Charlo and Andrade were undefeated and had belts at 54. Then get to 160. You still fought Rocky Fielding and got stripped when Charlo was your mandatory. Charlo and Andrade still there at 60. Both young, both undefeated, both champions. And you don't want to fight them. If this is for legacy, what legacy does Canelo Alvarez have besides cherry picking and fighting old ass dudes? What young fighter did he fight? What fighter did he fight that was under 30 years old? Besides Trout, that was a good fight. That was a good fighter. That's the question. That's to me. What fighter did Canelo Alvarez fight that was under 30 years old that was a good fighter? I don't know how old Triple G was when he fought. I know he's 30 plus. I don't even consider him a good fighter. I mean, he fought bombs. Dominic Wade, Lemieux. Fuck out of here. Steve Rose. He just fought Derevyanchenko, and some folks thought Derevyanchenko beat Triple G. That's what I'm saying. Some folks thought Derevyanchenko beat Triple G. This the Triple G that everybody that he's saying that he mentioned is getting a shot. The same Triple G that didn't want to fight Andrade or Charlo. He didn't want to fight Charlo because while Charlo had to fight the interim title shot, while Charlo fighting the interim for the interim belt, because they still wanted Cotto, they still wanted the WBC still wanted Canelo to fight Triple G. So they said, Charlo, we're gonna make you interim. You're gonna have to wait till after that fight because it's a mega fight. This dude fought Vanis Martirosyan. Vanis Martirosyan. The same Vanis Martirosyan that was whooped by Boo Andrade at 154. So a dude that came from 154 with L's on his resume fought Triple G. But Triple G don't want to fight Andrade or Charlo. But he'll fight Dominic Wade and Steve Rose. He'll fight folks like that. Folks he's been fighting like that his whole career. But he won't fight a young, hungry champion. That's dangerous. But y'all gonna tell me y'all know boxing. Y'all the boxing aficionados. Y'all keep it real. It's fanboys out here ruining boxing. But y'all the fanboys. Y'all the fanboys. And y'all got these folks watching y'all. And these folks, like Hiller says, this propaganda. Hiller said, if you tell a lie long enough, people will believe it. If you tell a lie long enough and loud enough, people will believe it. And y'all got thousands. I can't see how people. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't see how people subscribe because I did subscribe to some of y'all channels. But after I was listening to y'all, I was like, huh? I mean, we're not gonna agree on everything. No man gonna agree with another man on everything. Nobody's gonna agree with another person on everything. Like I said, we all got our preferences. Like I like the color black. You might like blue. You might like green. You might like gold. You might like yellow. Like we said, we got our own preferences. But when it comes to certain things, we gotta use facts to formulate an opinion. You must use facts to formulate an opinion. Because if you don't use facts to formulate an opinion, then the question is, why do you like this? Now, I can say I like the color black. Why do you like the color black? Because I look good in black, one. My people are black, that's two. And all colors come from black. That's why I like black. Black is the original color. That's why I like black. Why you like red? Somebody might say red their favorite color because they look good in red, or they had a red toy, or they got some connection to it. You understand what I'm saying? But when you say, okay, this boxer, why you like this boxer? If they haven't done anything in the ring of note, noteworthy, I mean, what is it then? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I can't figure this out for the life of me. What is it then? What is it about these boxers, especially Canelo Alverez, that you dudes like? Because I just gave you a list of the opponents he's gonna fight: Triple G, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, or John Ryder. Now this came out of his trainer's mouth, John Ryder, and you don't even know who the fuck that is. I know you're gonna have to go to Box Trek, look him up. 28-5. Yes. No championship wins. No, he's a bum. Yes. But you won't even mention Jamal Charlo. Your trainer won't even mention Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, and you and Andrade on the same platform. So when people start saying, well, different sides of the street, some folks on the same side of the street can't even get the fight. Gary Russell can't get Santa Cruz or Tank Davis. They were PBC. Andrade can't get Canelo or Triple G. They on the zone. Spence couldn't get Keith Thurman. Spence can't get Pacquiao. That's what I'm saying. People on the same side of the streets can't even get at each other. And the reason why they can't do that is because you fanboys, LDBC, UGC, Bruce Vane, Champs, all fanboys. Y'all gonna have to stop. Because, like I said, I like boxing. I like the sport of boxing. Like when Pernell was fighting, that was my favorite fighter. But when he left, boxing still kept going. I like the sport of boxing. If you're a good fighter, you're a good fighter. If you're a great fighter, be a great fighter. No dispute. Great fighter. But we ain't got too many of those now. We ain't got too many great fighters. To be a great fighter, you got to fight. You got to do great things. Terrence Bud Crawford, great fighter. The best fighter in boxing since Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, that's the fight I want to see. Floyd Mayweather versus Terrence Crawford. That would have been the fight of fights. But Bud now and Floyd 42, Bud should beat him. I ain't gonna say easy, Bud should beat him. But that would have been a great fight. Bud, why I say Bud Crawford's a great fighter? 135 champ, 140 unified champ. Now he gets to 47. Folks don't even want to mention his name. First he's too small, then get a belt. Well, they say he ain't fought nobody at 147 pounds. Why? The question is, it ain't who he's fought. The question is why they don't want to fight him. Spence, who was the boogeyman, ain't said he the boogeyman since Terrence Bud Crawford ran up on him. That's a fact. Spence, the same dude, said he going the easy route. Spence, the same dude that after he went the easy route against Sean Porter, he said he find Danny Garcia next. That's what Spence said. Why Spence ain't say Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford ain't selling. So Sean Porter selling more than Bud Crawford? Danny Garcia selling more than Bud Crawford? No. Have either one of them done more than boxing than Bud Crawford? No. So if they ain't selling as much as Bud Crawford and they ain't done as much in boxing as Bud Crawford, why ain't you trying to fight Bud Crawford? But y'all can point that out. But you can't point out why Canelo ain't trying to fight. Why Canelo ain't even mentioning Jamal Charlo name. Not even mentioning it. He ain't even mentioned Andrade name as far as I'm concerned. Eddie Hearn did, but Canelo ain't. So I'm finna end this video. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's not gonna fight Jamal Charlo no time soon. I don't know if ever. He not gonna fight Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade no time soon. I don't know if ever. Now everybody else in between, well, he not gonna fight none of them other dudes at 175. Hang that up. At 68, like I said, he might fight Billy Joe Saunders. He might fight Callum Smith because Callum Smith. I looked at his resume. I ain't gonna believe it. I don't believe it. Because like people say, there are paper champions out there. Some folks can get championship belts. Some bums have held championship belts. Leon Smith had the championship belt at 154. Leon Smith, that Canelo took. Yeah. Who was Leon Smith? We don't fucking know. So bums are known to have belts. Rocky Fielding, he had a belt. Was he a great fighter? So I'm supposed to believe Callum Smith's a great fighter when he never had a test. What was Callum Smith's test? To show that he was a great fighter. What's Callum Smith's test? Now, if he cleans out 168, then I can say he's proven. He's the best. I can say he's the best fighter at 168. But we don't even know if he's the best fighter at 168. But these are the guys that Canelo Alvarez is destined to fight. I mean, they're up next to fight. So until you fight Jamal Charlo, in my book, I'm no dick ride. I'm a boxing fan. In my book, you'll be one of the biggest frauds ever in boxing. I would call you the biggest duck in boxing. Are you the biggest duck in boxing? No, that has to go to Gervonta Tank Davis. Because Tank's ducking 126-pounder Gary Russell, 130-pounder Tevin Farmer, Lomachenko at 130 and 35, Devin Haney at 130 and 35, and I know he ain't gonna fight Teofimo Lopez. So that's like four or five people that Tank Davis ducking. Canelo just ducking too. Andrade and Charlo. Ain't no dispute on that. You can say what you want. You can say that Charlo has to do more. If Charlo retires right now, of course he's not in the Hall of Fame. I can't dispute that. He's not in the Hall of Fame. He did great at 154, but he couldn't stay at 154 because he couldn't maintain that weight. Now he's at 160, so he has to do something at 160. I mean, he's still unproven at 160, but I do know this. He has to be some type of threat for this dude not even mention him. You'll fight Rocky Fielding. You will mention John Ryder by name. John Ryder? You'll mention him. The fact you even mention him by name makes you a disgrace. I'm finna end the video. Fanboys, let me know what you think. Get back to me about that Canelo. I'm out.